70,000 years ago, humanity almost disappeared. Not in a war, not because of disease. It happened because the Earth itself changed. The climate became brutally unpredictable. Food began to disappear. Animals vanished from the land. Every hunt became a gamble, and every failure meant another family might never see tomorrow. This wasn't just another difficult year. It lasted for generations. Children were born and grew old without ever knowing an easier world. Then something even more terrifying happened. Scientists believe our population collapsed to just a few thousand people. Imagine every human alive fitting inside a single modern stadium. That wasn't one city, that was the entire human race. One disease, one brutal winter, one failed hunting season could have ended everything. But somehow humanity survived. Not because we were stronger, but because we adapted. About 900,000 years ago, our ancestors faced the greatest survival crisis our species had ever known. Scientists call it the human bottleneck, a point when our entire population collapsed to perhaps just 1,280 breeding adults. That's not a village, that's barely a neighborhood, and every human alive today may descend from those few survivors. But how did humanity come so close to extinction? The answer began with climate. The planet entered one of its harshest ice age cycles. Food disappeared, animals migrated, entire tribes vanished, and survival became almost impossible. But climate alone wasn't the only threat. Deep beneath Indonesia, pressure was building for thousands of years. The Earth remained silent. Then everything exploded. The Toba super eruption changed the planet. Ash filled the sky, the sun disappeared, temperatures collapsed across the world, and humanity faced a world that suddenly no longer wanted it. For decades, the Earth stayed cold. Plants began to die, then the animals began disappearing. Hunters returned with nothing. Children starved, elders disappeared, and one tribe after another simply vanished. Humanity stood on the edge. Just one more disaster, and our story would have ended forever. But here's the mystery. How do we know this actually happened? The answer is hidden inside every cell of your body. Your genes carry a record of your ancestors, and geneticists notice something strange. Around 900,000 years ago, human genetic diversity almost disappeared. But this wasn't discovered by digging fossils. It was discovered inside our DNA. Every person alive shares the same ancient story, because every family can trace its roots back to those survivors.